There have been times when Ellen herself was sick and she was literally healed by Filipino nurses in the Philippines at a hospital there while she was working. The La Mama Experimental Theater has been a home for political refugees from the Marcos era, theater artists who have worked here in the 1980s and even in the late 70s, more particularly in the 80s. And Kinding Sindaw is going to be doing a couple of things for us, but they're part of the reason I think that Ellen embraced Kinding Sindaw even when she was alive is because she wanted to always continue that spirit that she's always found among Filipino artists. So Kinding Sindaw, first I'm going to introduce pottery, and then they're going to have a small performance. But by way of introduction, so it really didn't really surprise me when Ellen's embraced Kinding Sindaw, because Ellen was always interested in traditional art forms. She was always interested in speaking beyond language, and she was always interested in getting providing opportunities for performers, especially who nurture indigenous and move that forward in some way or preserve it in some way. And so I'd like to introduce Potri Rangkamanis, who is the founder of Kinding Sindaw. Please welcome her for a few remarks.
Assalamualaikum, peace to everybody. I'm not going to speak anymore because we have to go for a while. Now, the dance that we're going to share with you today is called Silong sa Gandingan. Gandingan is a talking gong. This is one of the reasons why Mindanao was not conquered by the Spaniards, because this is our cell phone during the time. We play music and we endorse that to the next village and the next village. And they thought we were playing music. Anyhow, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Just check about us if you want to contact more about Kinding Sindaw. The very message that I would like to say tonight, when I was growing, every time there's something going on in the community, in the village, if there's a calamity, disaster, there's always a community gathering, and we do a ritual. We do the dance, the chant, the music. These rituals now is called art in America. But tonight, I'm gonna welcome you with Silong sa Ganding. It's a ritual where we serenade you in our hearts through this dance. This dance is coming from the Maguindanao people, the flooded plains of Mindanao. Nambayong mudas akan uwing dapilambayan Wabambaran do alungan Asul ka mitata